Hi, my name's Eric, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share my 50 favorite songs of 2021, and in a few days I'm going to talk about my 50 favorite albums of 2021, so stay tuned for that. First, I'm going to lay some ground rules for my list and give some disclaimers. I want to be super clear that these are just my personal favorite songs of the year. This isn't a best of list, though I certainly do think that these songs are great. I have chosen these songs based on how much I subjectively enjoy them and want to play them over and over, but if an artist isn't on this list, then they might be on my albums list because my goal with these videos is to acknowledge as much of the great music that I love this year as I can. In that same vein, the order of this list isn't super important. If a song is here, that means that I love it, and I can't talk about all of the songs that I love this year, so I'm going to leave a link to a Spotify playlist in the description that'll have my top 50 plus honorable mentions. As you might know, I love lists. I love writing lists and reading lists, so before I dive in, let me know in the comments down below what your favorite songs of 2021 are, and feel free to go into a bit of detail about why you enjoy them. Check the description for links to lists of nonprofits you can donate to. Please subscribe to be here when I post new videos, and hit the bell icon to be notified when my videos go live. Without further ado, I'm going to work my way up, starting with number 50, Deal With It by Ashnikko featuring Khalees. This was one of the first pop songs that really grabbed me this year, and that's because of its fun anthemic chorus and Ashnikko's vibrant personality. Number 49 is Open Air by TDJ, a good old-fashioned dreamy Eurotrance track with surprisingly poetic lyrics about how fate brings people together. Number 48 is Suffer and Swallow by Alice Glass. Like a splatter film set to music, Suffer and Swallow takes elements of revenge and body horror and makes them liberating and empowering. Number 47 is, and this is how it's said in the song, Ah Yeah Yeah by Illuminati Hotties. As fun as the nonsensical hook of this song is, its main attraction is the bridge where Sarah Tudson's vocals impressively warp like she's embodying different characters. Number 46 is Moody by Self Esteem. Beyond being a brash, high-energy earworm, Moody also cleverly flips the script on stereotypes about women in the dating world. Number 45 is Nunca Estoy by Setangana. This man took funk carioca, a Brazilian music genre dedicated to partying, and made it as emo as it is catchy. Number 44 is Love Is a Game by Adele. The closing track to her new album, 30, is arguably its best and most climactic. It feels like the culmination of years of Adele refining her vocals and neo-traditional songwriting. Number 43 is The Solitary Brethren of Ephrata by Lingua Ignota. This song probably cuts the closest to the classical and liturgical roots of Sinner Get Ready. Between the very topical news clip that opens the song and the lyrics about finding paradise, it reflects the album's underlying theme of seeking peace and humaneness. Number 42 is Corncrakes by Anna B. Savage. The main draw of this song is Anna B. Savage's heavy, emotional alto and the way that she embellishes the tortured chorus with bold choices like deep breaths through her teeth. Number 41 is Blouse by Clairo, one of her best songs to date. Equal parts troubled and cozy, Blouse explores the uncomfortable overlap between the indignity of objectification and a yearning for approval. Number 40 is Boing Beat by Danielle Harl and MC Boing. Despite the song on its surface being a lighthearted novelty, of all the songs on this list, this is the one that gets me. I love the Hannah Diamond feature and the song's closing lines. MC Boing is bouncing all night, everyone here is safe and nice, makes me wanna have a great life, angels singing, bass is tight. Why am I crying? Number 39 is Just For Me by Pink Pantheress. There were so many great songs to choose from on To Hell With It, but there's a reason why Just For Me is one of Pink Pantheress' biggest hits. It's wistful and infectious, and like Open Air earlier on this list, it's helping to bring back the dance music of the 90s. Number 38 is Good For You by Olivia Rodrigo. Good For You is an angry, resentful, thoroughly adolescent pop-punk breakup song that makes me smile. Number 37 is Speaking With Trees by Tori Amos. Like I said in my initial reaction to Ocean, it's amazing that a song about grief is so upbeat and uplifting. I love the song's ecological sensibility and, as always, Tori's melodic mastery. Number 36 is Little Deer by Spelling. We've got two capes in a row. As swooning and soulful as the song is, Spelling stamps it with her eccentricity and imagination, pushing the song's romance into the realm of fantasy. Number 35 is Dancing Away in Tears by Yola. This is some beautiful, melodramatic roller rink soul anchored of course by Yola's sumptuous voice. And speaking of sumptuous, number 34 is All I Ever Wanted by Yeba, another of this year's standout vocalists. When I first listened to her debut album Dawn, All I Ever Wanted was my instant favorite song for its swirling, melismatic neo-soul. Number 33 is The Only Heartbreaker by Mitski. I am so excited for her new album. Every song she's released so far has been great, but The Only Heartbreaker stands out to me for its strong hook and continued experimentation with her sound. I am running out of battery, so the camera angle and probably sound quality are about to change. Number 32 is Thought Stuff by Megan Thee Stallion. 10 bonus points for best use of the word posterior. The recent college graduate and H-Town hottie reminds us why she's a figurehead of self-empowerment. Number 31 is Pay Your Way in Pain by St. Vincent. Annie Clark has always been influenced by funk and soul, but Pay Your Way in Pain is her first real foray into the genres with both warm and fuzzy nostalgia and off-kilter paranoia. Number 30 is Jackie by Eve Toomer, one of Eve Toomer's most accessible rock songs to date, which is likely part of why it really clicked for me. It churns with angst, as does the rest of their excellent EP, The Asymptotical World. Number 29 is Hot and Heavy by Jessie Ware, a bonus track from the deluxe version of last year's already legendary What's Your Pleasure that fits nicely with the album's steamy, dynamic new disco. Number 28 is All Eyes on Me by Beau Burnham. This satire of celebrity culture, climate grief, and complacency spurred a million memes and is sad, funny, angry, and catchy all at once. Number 27 is Berlin u Cinco by Sahara. When your love is dying, you go dancing, a classic story. This song is an intense purging of emotion over a soaring dance instrumental that keeps me coming back for that catharsis. Number 26 is Pasadena by Tinashe featuring Buddy. There are a wealth of great experimental tracks on 333, but I find myself most drawn to Pasadena's serene, summery sound, luxurious imagery, and self-assured performances by Tinashe and Buddy. Number 25 is Angel on My Shoulder by Sega Bodega. Of all of the EDM, trance, and breakbeat influenced songs on this list, Angel on My Shoulder might be the most original. It's otherworldly and enveloping, and I can't stop listening to it. Number 24 is Happier Than Ever by Billie Eilish. I don't know another song that is so prominently inspired by both vocal jazz and grunge. It's totally different from any other Billie Eilish song, but perfectly suits her ethereal approach to darkness. At number 23, I have Big Red Machine's cover of A Crime by Sharon Van Etten. Normally I wouldn't put a cover on my list, but this song is an exception because it is amazing. Big Red Machine transformed the Sharon Van Etten original by adding the one thing it was missing, percussion, and that change makes all the difference. This is a thrilling reimagining of a great song. And speaking of Sharon Van Etten, number 22 is Like I Used To by Sharon Van Etten and Angel Olsen. This fantastic collaboration between two masterful indie rockers sounds like a classic on first listen, maybe because of its nostalgic heartland rock sound or its memorable impressionistic lyrics. Number 21 is Parade by Lydia Ainsworth. Singer-songwriter-producer Lydia Ainsworth is somewhat of a hidden gem of electronic pop music, and the opening track to her excellent fourth album Sparkles and Debris is one of her most emotional and beautiful songs to date. Number 20 is Security by Amyl and the Sniffers. You might not expect a punk rock song to be so utterly likable, but when Amy Taylor yells, "Security, will you let me in your pub? I'm not looking for trouble, I'm looking for love," I can't help but want to welcome her in. Number 19 is Candle by Buck Meek. Like Security, this song is just so lovable. Buck Meek of Big Thief lends twang and tenderness to the song about loneliness and fading memories, co-written with his brilliant bandmate Adrienne Lenker. Number 18 is The Princess and the Clock by Caro Caro Bonito, a synth-pop fairy tale dense with lore and symbolism. The innocence of Sarah Bonito's voice bridges medieval imagery with electronic production, making The Princess and the Clock a whimsical and one-of-a-kind song. Number 17 is 360 Baby by Dizzy Faye. As much as Dizzy Faye likes to reference 90s aesthetics, 360 Baby comes from the future. The drop on this song is unforgettable, and the way that Dizzy Faye can deliver puns, flexes, and philosophical musings all in one breath is electrifying. Number 16 is Murder and Crime by Sufian Stevens and Angelo De Augustine. You know the movie Mad Max, the post-apocalyptic blockbuster with car chases? That movie inspired these lyrics. "Do not destroy what has taken its time, as the Lord would abide in murder and crime." This song is a somber and brilliant interpretation of its source material. Number 15 is Thumbs by Lucy Dakis, an exquisite song about performing horrific acts of violence on an absent father. This long-awaited single is possibly the most plaintive and atmospheric song on home video, and its sound is as soothing and calm as its lyrics are unsettling and concerning. Number 14 is Crosshairs by Cassandra Jenkins, by far one of the most serene songs I heard all year. Like on her song Hard Drive, Cassandra Jenkins sings about finding peace in her connections with strangers and recognizes the mark that everyone she's known has left on her. Number 13 is Unfold by Porter Robinson featuring Totally Enormous Extinct Dinosaurs. There are so many amazing songs on Nurture, but of those actually released this year, the album's climax, Unfold, a touching and towering duet about personal and psychological growth, is the one I return to the most. Number 12 is Someone to Chill With by Erica DeCazier. This flirtatious banger's pulsating breathing synths, demure lyrics, and restrained vocals make it one of the most alluring and re-listenable songs I've heard this year. Number 11 is Albuquerque by Nick Cave and Warren Ellis. Like many of Nick Cave's recent songs, Albuquerque is about loss, specifically the loss of the opportunity to see the world with someone. A detail of the song that I love is that all of the places that Nick mentions start with the letter A, as if he made an alphabetical list of the places he wanted to see with someone he loved and didn't even make it through the A's. I find that and the song as a whole very touching. Alright, we have made it to my top 10. At number 10, I have Jaque by Maria Arnal y Marcel Bagués featuring Kronos Quartet. This Catalan duo have made one of the most intense and thrilling art pop songs of the year with Jaque. While the song is subtly influenced by Iberian folk, its forceful strings provided by the illustrious Kronos Quartet and electronic elements bring to mind Arcus production on Björk's Volnicura, which is a great thing. Number 9 is Hall of Mirrors by Let's Grandma, one of the duo's most amazing songs. Hall of Mirrors picks up where the Sophie-produced Hot Pink left off by continuing their journey of self-discovery in a synth-pop landscape that evokes the glimmer and disorientation of its title. This song is stunning and I cannot wait for their new album to come out next year. Number 8 is Delicious Things by Wolf Alice. The song alternates between lurid, seedy verses and a glorious dream pop chorus that grows with each repetition, telling the story of a British expat chasing her dreams in LA. And I love that the rhyme scheme on the chorus hinges on Ellie Roswell's British pronunciation of Los Angeles, reminding us that she is out of her element and therefore vulnerable. Number 7 is Hey by Low. In its first half, Hey is a glitchy ambient pop song about a relationship falling apart. Then it shifts, and just like the relationship dissolves, so does the music, and the song becomes a noisy drone. It's gorgeous and atmospheric like the song Contained by Ian William Craig, and it offers impeccably engineered sonic textures. Number 6 is Thirstier by Torres. Whereas on last year's Silver Tongue, Torres sang about worrying that her love wasn't mutual, here she fights that feeling by letting her affection pour over into obsession. Thirstier is a stadium rock anthem for loving just a little too hard, and it's a passionate declaration of devotion. Number 5 is XCXoplex by A.G. Cook and Charlie XCX. This entirely transformed remix is a tightly constructed, virtuosic piece of hyperpop by two of the genre's most important artists. The lyrics are about transcendence, and the song itself achieves that by balancing harsh noise with the relief and release of trance synths. Charlie and A.G. prove once again that they are a pop music dream team. Number 4 is Mood Ring by Lorde, an empathetic and nuanced approach to satire. On Mood Ring, Lorde embodies a privileged young woman who's tempted by the promises of the wellness industry, including its consumerist and imperialist pitfalls. But Lorde doesn't demonize her character, instead looking for the emotional and socio-political sources of her desire to feel well. The song has a nostalgic early 2000s acoustic pop sound and blossoming harmonies that made it one of my most played songs of 2021. Number 3 is Paprika by Japanese Breakfast. Like many of the best album openers, Paprika is about music, and about seeking fulfillment and connection by making and sharing it. The song is carefully constructed and its energy ebbs and flows to maximize the impact of its soaring chorus. Its detailed instrumentation and Michelle Zauner's ecstatic performance make the song feel even more like a rush. Number 2 is Bunny is a Rider by Caroline Polachek. The song's biggest surprise and asset is its subtlety. While it's co-produced by Danielle Harle, it holds back on the electronic flourishes that define much of Pang, and its lyrics are often repetitive and abstract. But because of its clever writing, it reveals more of itself and its theme of independence on repeat listens. It's thoughtful, sophisticated, beautifully performed, and so much fun. And finally, my 2021 Song of the Year is Chemtrails Over the Country Club by Lana Del Rey. The title track to the first of her two 2021 albums is also one of her most ethereal, imagistic, and complicated to date. Lyrically, Chemtrails is split down the middle between the lofty and luxe and the grounded and familiar. The song, one of quite a few on this list produced by Jack Antonoff, follows her journey and becomes as airy as songs like Bel Air and Terrence Loves You. It's no secret that Lana has been very impactful to me, so it's exciting to hear her share and explore new aspects of her personal and musical identity. Chemtrails is gorgeous and complex, and that's why it's my 2021 Song of the Year. So that is my list. Like I said, please leave your own favorite songs of the year in the comments, as many as you'd like, and be sure to come back when I share my 50 favorite albums of 2021 in just a few days. Don't forget to check the description for those donation links. Please subscribe to be here when I post new videos. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're having a happy, safe, and healthy holiday season. And until next time, that's it.